She stole every man I loved, so I gave her one that stole her life. My roommate Vanessa had this thing where she'd accidentally walk around in a towel whenever my boyfriends came over. She'd claim she forgot I was bringing someone home, but it happened way too often to be coincidence. When I started dating Jordan from my psychology class, everything was perfect. He was sweet, brought me coffee before our 8 a.m. lectures, and actually listened when I talked about my dreams. I thought I'd finally found someone genuine, until our study group moved to our apartment. Vanessa would bring Jordan energy drinks without asking, sit way too close during our sessions, and always found excuses to touch his arm while explaining concepts he already understood perfectly. Your roommate's really nice, Jordan mentioned one evening after Vanessa had spent 20 minutes helping him with material I'd already explained. I brushed it off because I trusted him. Big mistake. One night, I came back from my evening shift at the campus bookstore and found them making out on our couch like teenagers. Jordan jumped up, his shirt half unbuttoned, saying it just happened, and he was confused about his feelings. Vanessa just shrugged and said, "You snooze, you lose, babe." I packed Jordan's stuff in a trash bag and threw it at him. When he tried to apologize, I slammed the door in his face. I moved out within a week, but 6 months later when I was dating Noah from the gym, guess who showed up at our boxing class? Vanessa enrolled the same day I brought Noah as my guest, claiming she'd always wanted to try combat sports. She spent the entire session asking Noah to check her form and invited him to be her sparring partner. I watched her lean into him during water breaks, laughing at everything he said, even his bad dad jokes that made me cringe. "She's cool," Noah said afterward, really down to earth. 2 weeks later, I decided to surprise Noah with dinner at his apartment. I used my spare key and walked in to find Vanessa straddling him on his kitchen counter, both of them half naked with takeout containers scattered everywhere. "He said you guys weren't even that serious," Vanessa laughed when I confronted her, not even bothering to get dressed. "Plus, you're always at work anyway." After losing my third boyfriend to Vanessa's games, I realized playing nice wasn't working. She was a predator, and I needed to think like one too. I knew Vanessa's weakness. She was obsessed with social media influencers and always fell for guys with huge followings. Her Instagram was full of thirst comments under influencer posts, and she constantly talked about wanting to date someone with a platform. So I created a fake Instagram account for my cousin's friend Zach. Zach was gorgeous, 6'2", modeled cheekbones, abs that belonged in magazines, but he worked construction and had zero interest in social media. I convinced him to let me use his photos for a social experiment and promised him $200 for his trouble. Then I went to work. I posted Zach's modeling photos from a shoot he'd done years ago, bought 50,000 fake followers to make the account look legitimate, and crafted the perfect lifestyle influencer persona. Gym selfies, motivational quotes, photos with expensive cars I found online, fake brand partnerships, the whole package. Then I had Zach slide into Vanessa's DMs with a message about wanting to collaborate with beautiful local creators and how he'd seen her around town. She responded within minutes. Vanessa was completely hooked. Within a week, she was telling everyone about her new influencer boyfriend who was going to make her famous. She posted their text conversations, bragged about their dates, and started planning their future content empire. For 3 months, Zach played the perfect boyfriend while Vanessa spent every penny of her savings trying to impress him. Designer outfits for their content shoots, expensive dinners at trendy restaurants, even a weekend trip to Miami that she paid for entirely. She quit her part-time job at the campus coffee shop because Zach promised to make her his business partner once they hit 100K followers together. She maxed out her credit cards buying camera equipment and lighting setups for videos they were about to start filming. Meanwhile, Zach would text me updates about how delusional she was getting. She'd convinced herself they were going to be the next big couple influencer brand, talking about moving to LA and getting verified checkmarks. Then last week, I told Zach it was time for the grand finale. He ghosted her completely, deleted the entire Instagram account, blocked her number, changed his work schedule to avoid the coffee shops she frequented, vanished like he never existed. Vanessa came crying to my new apartment, mascara streaming down her face, clutching her phone like it might bring him back. "I don't understand," she sobbed. "We had plans. He said he loved me. How could someone be so fake? He took everything. My money, my job, my dignity. I'm completely broke and everyone thinks I'm crazy for dating a guy who apparently never existed." I handed her a tissue and smiled for the first time in months. "Yeah, Jess, I really don't understand how someone could be so fake either."